This is like an Amityville Horror when the house says "Get out," and you're like, "Oh, look, the walls are bleeding. That's unusual. Maybe we'll stay. Maybe it'll stop." No, get the out. Out. Welcome back. My name is Dwight Gillespie. This is the Trash TV Review. And on this show, we review Trash TV. And by Trash TV, we mean Maury and Steve Wilkos. And as I say this for everyone, I always assume that people are new to the channel. And if you are, you know what to do, right? Because that's not the first channel you've ever seen. Like, subscribe, share, comment, do all that good stuff. Share it with your friends, especially if you see something entertaining or worth listening to. We review Trash TV here so that we can learn to live better lives through the misery of others. It's always the best way to do it, right? Okay, so we're going to get right to it without further ado. This is, I believe, yes, it's the Maury Show. Is my addict husband lying, stealing, and cheating? And I'm going to guess yes. When you preface it that way, it's hard to think no. But we'll find out. We'll try to give him the benefit of the doubt. But I'm going to guess yes. Here we go.
When Riley married her husband, Mike, they promised each other they would stay together through good times and bad.
Mostly bad.
And apparently now we're in one of those bad times.
See?
Because
he's doing it. I'm looking at this guy right now, and I'm telling you right now. And you know what the giveaway is? Is the hair is perfect. Anytime I see a junkie with perfect hair, I'm going, there's a guy who's looking to manipulate and get over. It's just something about it. It's just my little go-to, you know. I've been in recovery for, today is it's May 17th. So 9 years, 9 months, and 7 days I've been clean up to this point. I've been in recovery almost my entire life. But I've been consistently clean for that amount of time now. And I'm telling you right now, I know guys just like him. I know guys that look just like him even, and that the hair is too perfect. Anyway, let's go.
Riley suspects that Mike is having an affair with Riley's best friend, Candace.
Not much of a friend. Candace is, no, not me.
Riley is terrified that Mike, who, by the way, is a recovering addict.
Is he?
Is secretly using drugs again.
You're not really recovering if you're still using drugs. Just a little FYI there, Maury.
This is her story.
I have been putting up with my husband.
She's a yeller. You know, ladies, just don't yell. Don't yell. Keep it down. Just, tell me what a piece of shit I am. You don't need, automatically she starts, it reminds me of, I ever thought about this before. There's a Dudley Moore movie, one of my favorite comedies of all time, Arthur. The remake was horrible with Russell Brand, but the original with Dudley Moore, it was absolutely fantastic. And there's a scene where he's going to look for his girlfriend, and he knocks on the wrong door, right? And this woman opens the door and just starts, "My husband has a gun!" And he goes, "Yes," and for all I know, he shot it off while he was screaming, right? And he goes, he finally finds his girlfriend, and the first thing out of his mouth is, "Don't you hate Perry's wife?" Because Perry's wife is the one screaming, right? Anyway, this is what this reminds me of. She just, like scream. Okay, all right, I'm a piece of shit. I get it, but can you just, bring it down a notch? Okay, Riley, Ryle, Riley. It looks like Riley, actually, and I'm sure her mother is very creative, and I'm guessing no dad.
Mike's betrayal for way too long. I have a bad feeling that my husband slept with my best friend,
Do you really?
Candace, and that's why
Best friend. Good thing she's not your enemy.
I cut her ass out of my life. Mike went to a sober house to try and get better, but he got kicked out of the house because he got caught with some.
He's like, Mike is learning some hard lessons. I went to a sober house, and all I did was get laid. I don't know what happened there. Not a lot of sobriety going on, I'm guessing.
Cheating is not my only problem with Mike.
No, I have many.
I think he's lying and
Do you think so?
to support his
Do you
drug
think so?
habit. I think my husband stole my laptop, and I think he stole his family's iPad. If
Mike sounds like such a charming young man.
Mike has been cheating on me, stealing, or using drugs, I'm filing for a divorce.
Oh, God. For Mike's sake, I hope he is, because, it's one way to get out of this horrible relationship. But they're just as dependent on one another as they can be, right? Yeah.
What does the mere thought of your husband
she's
sleeping with
crying.
your best friend. What does that do to you?
It's devastating.
Devastating.
He's the love
to
of
say
my life.
the
I
least.
changed.
This is a guy. She just screamed, right? What a piece of shit he is, basically. You know, he's stealing, he's cheating, he's lying, he's f***ing girls over at the sober house. He's the love of my life. It's the love of my life, Maury. I can't live without him.
Everything for him.
King, her best friend, right?
You cut her out of your life. You haven't seen her
Cut her
in 2
because it's her fault, right? She's the one that made the commitment, not him. Sure.
years.
Yes.
2 years. This has been good. This is going on 2 years now. 2 years.
So, Mike, your husband did admit one thing. He
did he?
admitted that Candace kissed him.
He admitted that. Oh, how big of him.
What did Candace say?
He told me that she kissed him, but I
Right.
believe her. I don't believe him. He lies to me over and over.
Over and
Talking
over.
about lying and stuff. What about his Facebook page? What happened to that?
He likes to delete messages.
Does he?
I
I
know
wonder
you've been
why.
talking to people. Why is it? Why is it gone?
Why? Why
And
is
then-
it gone? Is it because you're insanely jealous and I can't do anything? And for good reason. Don't get me wrong. It's because I'm a piece of shit and I lie to you at every turn. And if I show you my Facebook page, well, you're going to know it for sure. And there'll be no doubt. Right? What do they say? It's better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. Yes.
Now, are you all, I mean, you all are married. How
Y'all
would
are
you
married.
describe the state of your marriage?
It's
Almost
great.
separated. We
Ah,
don't
yeah.
live together.
Not more. It's great. We're having a great time over here. Yeah, you're lying, cheating, stealing, stealing all my stuff. It's great, though. We have a great marriage. Yeah.
You
I
don't.
can't trust him.
Cheating is one thing.
What are you
But
still
you
doing?
also believe because of his drug past, if he's using drugs again, you consider that cheating, don't you?
Yes, I really do.
Don't you, though? And I'm going to tell you from personal experience, I never cheated on my second wife. I never cheated on her except with heroin. Heroin was my mistress, like without a doubt. You can't have a heroin habit and not consider it a mistress. It took everything I had. Like I would spend money on my heroin before I would on my wife. You know, it takes everything from you. So it is a mistress. Like okay, I never physically, mostly because to be honest with you, by the time the end of my heroin habit, I don't know about I know all these people that come into recovery. They're like, yeah, I used to better on heroin, and I'm like, really? Because my was like a noodle that would, like the thought of sex was the furthest thing from my mind. I just couldn't get enough dope in my body. So, she's right about that. And, you got to ask yourself, like, why is she even here? What are you doing? Like, what do you think you're going to learn here that's going to make this situation better? You think he's lying, he's cheating, he's your best friend, he's stealing your shit. He took her laptop at a very minimum. I guarantee there's more shit than that he's taken. But let's listen. Let's listen and just see how bad this life can be. And she seems like a decent human being, to be honest with you.
You had your problems with
Yes.
drugs,
Yes.
and you
Problems.
kicked it.
Kicked it. You don't kick drugs. Drugs kick you. You go into recovery, and hopefully a day at a time you can remain clean. But it's just my experience. She just switched drugs. It's like switching seats on the Titanic, And now she became addicted to Mike. And now Mike is her drug, and she's going to make that drug work for her, just like she was going to make whatever other drug she was doing as well, She's going to make it work, and that's it. And she's absolutely bound and determined, and she's not willing to give up her drug. Her drug is Mike. You didn't kick anything. And that idea, and that she's shaking her head, you didn't kick anything.
Mike wanted to kick
You're
it.
never fully recovered.
He was getting treatment. What happened?
I
What
got a
happened?
phone call
What,
from one.
what happened was he didn't take it seriously. What happened was he was more interested in his than he was in his recovery. And so he f***ed around, and he's probably getting high again. I wouldn't be surprised.
Of his roommates saying that he was caught having sex with another woman
Oh, really? It's a shocker.
in the house.
Right.
They knew he had a wife and kids.
Right.
Oh,
Things.
he knew he had a wife and kids. What do you mean they knew? They knew he had a wife and kids, so they shouldn't have f***ed him. He knew he had a wife and kids, and he was still f***ing other women. So there you go. This tells you who Mike is. He's a
Things come up missing.
Yes.
things come up
Like
missing.
what?
We go to
Everything.
family meeting, or family get-togethers,
Right.
for birthdays. Something comes up missing at
You're not helping. You know that, right? You're not helping. Here we go.
At the house. At
the
their other-
house. His
some oth-
family.
His own family. He steals from his
Something missing. What was
family?
missing?
Who would do that?
That belonged to a 5-year-old little girl.
And by the way,
5-year-old girl stole a 5-year-old little girl's iPad. Well, if she cries hard enough, maybe her parents will get another one. Who knows?
you think he's been stealing from you in your house?
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Like what?
Perish the thought. A junkie who steals? Huh, he must be the first one in the history of junkies.
A laptop. I had a laptop come up missing, but it didn't
Come
I
up
didn't,
missing.
accuse him at first. It wasn't until something else came up missing and he admitted to. And then when the drug use started coming up, then I was like, it has to be him. It
has to be. It's a clue, Scooby. That's it. It has to be. Who else could it be? I don't know. The cobblers that come in at night, right? Like the little elves to build the cobbler's shoes. Maybe it's them. I don't know. I don't know who it could be. Maybe the dog's eating your fucking laptop. Who knows?
No explanation.
No explanation. I got an explanation. How about this for an explanation? He's a fucking drug addict and he needs drugs.
And then also, do you think money's missing?
Money?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes, there were times where
mean he
I
would
locked
steal money,
into
too?
my center console of my vehicle.
Locked it into the center console of her vehicle, right? To hide it from him. This is such a great relationship. I don't know why it's not working.
And somehow it's just gone.
Somehow.
It was locked.
So what does he say when you ask him about all these things that turn up
He
missing?
denies it.
He denies
makes
it.
He flips it around to where I'm crazy and that he's not doing anything
What's
wrong.
going to happen if he fails this test?
I'm going to get a divorce, Maury.
So I picture old Mike sitting there, you know, he says, look at the watch. You are crazy. Yeah, you go, Mike. You go. I love this guy. I love him. They're all going to boo him when he comes out. I love him. I love Mike. Do you know how much it takes to be this guy? Like, seriously, the size of the balls on this guy, unbelievable. I don't know how he puts his pants on, but here we go. We're going to find out. Oh, wait. What happened? The internet went. Oh, here we go. We're back.
Mike, come on out.
Come on out, Mike. All right, show your face, you. Ah, there you go. Boo. I say, yay, Mike. Yay. Love the haircut, Mike. Because that's what's important.
Mike, I'll tell you what. I got
Look,
an
and he
idea.
just checked. Look at
right?
He just checked himself out in the camera.
I don't really want to read this test.
I don't want to
want
read
you
this
to
test.
Be able to just.
I don't want to read this test. Why don't you try coming clean, Mike, for once in your fucking life? Okay. Good luck with that, Maury.
Right now, tell me right
Tell me.
now.
Tell me what happened.
Own up to anything. You've
Be a
done.
man.
I'm telling the truth.
Oh,
Everything that I've
Maury.
told everybody this far has
Everything.
been true.
Oh.
And everything that
Sure.
I've admitted to, other than that, I'm telling the truth.
Okay.
You're a liar.
I'm here to prove to you that I love you and that I wouldn't do some of the things that you think that I would do. And
You mean things he knows you would do? Like, these are the things she knows he would do. What he should say, the things I wouldn't do again. You know?
all this other stuff about the sober house
This
and all that,
nonsense.
it's someone lying
It's
on
nonsense,
me.
yeah.
And I understand that I've
The world is out to get me, honey. Don't you understand that? It's not me. It's the world. They're so jealous of me and my beautiful haircut here, right? That this is what they want. I can't grow a mustache or a beard, you know, but I'm trying. Look, I'm a great guy. You know I'm a great guy. Why would I do this? I've lied to you 50,000 times. Why would I do it again?
in the past and things haven't gone.
Yeah, but you were lying then.
Yeah, but you were
I
you were lying
understand that.
then.
I understand
Yeah,
that. But now that I'm trying to do right, it's like you can never believe me.
Well,
We can never
now
move past all
that I'm trying to
If you
do
can't
right.
forgive,
Because
we
your
can't get to
behavior
the
hasn't
healing
even
process.
changed.
Okay. Yeah.
Right now that oh honey, what does it take? What does it take? This is like the Bugs Bunny cartoons where the guy's sitting with a little umbrella and the bricks are just falling, right? Oh yeah, I don't protect you. Yeah. Honey, get out. Run. This is like an Amityville Horror when the house says get out, and you're like, oh look, the walls are bleeding. That's unusual. Maybe we'll stay. Maybe it'll stop. No, get the out. As Eddie Murphy said, right? When the house tells you to leave, it's time to go. Hey, the house is telling her to leave.
Well, let's put it this way.
I'll never change if you don't.
Let's do it this way.
Let's go down the list. Let's talk about her so-called best friend first. Have you ever messed with her, Candace?
No, sir.
Did
Perish
she
the thought.
kiss you?
Candace is a okay.
She's unlike me, being the great, the stellar, the pillar of society that I am, Maury. She's an actual.
Any person walking down the
No, I don't
street,
think so.
she'll
You're
get
no
up. She gets drunk, she gets wild.
It's always everybody else's fault.
It's always everybody else's fault.
It is.
Well, baby, it's because it is. You hear that? Because it is. It's everybody else, baby. You know that. It's even your fault. Yeah. Okay.
Have you ever seen her nude?
Yeah, who hasn't?
Who hasn't? That's it. Of course I have.
I seen this
Skanky broad that she is. You saw cottage cheese down there, Maury. Who's going to want any of that, huh?
Dallas pulling her shirt up. Everybody done seen her.
Okay.
I love him. I love this man. If I was a woman, I would want to marry this guy just to see how miserable I could make my own life.
That I delete are just things that I don't want creeping back up into my life.
He's talking about the Facebook. You may miss it. He's talking about, well, why do you delete the Facebook? Because it's just shit I don't want creeping back up in my life. In other words, I don't want my wife to see it and yell about it. You know, why else would you delete it?
All right.
It's still hiding stuff.
Let's talk about what went on at that sober house.
What?
Did you
Well,
sleep
how-
with another girl
No,
at that sober house?
No, just one person understanding another person's problem.
Just one person understand another person's problem. She just got me, Maury. She really understood me. I was there. I was like bearing my soul to this chick, and she was like, you know, so it was just like, you know, but we wasn't. No. I just got, you know. Look at this.
You ever steal a laptop?
Well,
I've had problems in the past.
I've had problems in the. That's yes. That's an unconfirmed yes. Yes, Maury. I believe that's a yes.
I've had problems in the past with taking things.
Taking things.
drugs.
I'm a thief. I've had problems in the past where things that did not belong to me seemed to just jump into my pockets. I don't know. I would get home. I had a laptop like shoved down the back of my pants one day. I don't know how I got there. It was just there. I've had these problems. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
And all that. And everything that I admitted to, but other than anything that I admitted to, no.
So you're telling me
Everything I've admitted to, but other things that I didn't admit to, then no. Like, talk about double speak. Like, what the
truth about the laptop now. Oh.
Oh.
So you're lying.
Here's the thing.
See, because he denied taking the laptop in the past. Yeah. So, and right there, he's like, well, maybe the laptop. But I didn't steal my 5-year-old niece's iPad. That would make me a, you know.
If you're back on drugs with cheating, you agree that that definition to her is the same.
Yeah.
If you cheat
Yeah.
and you're doing drugs.
Wow, yeah, sure. It's kind of, what? Yeah. Yeah. Something about if I'm doing drugs, yeah, maybe I am a if I'm doing that. But I'm not doing it, of course.
Love affair with drugs.
And are you using now?
But besides the times that I admitted to, no.
Okay, there's one more person to meet. We're going to meet Candace, who apparently everybody in town knows of.
I love it. Now, I got to tell you, I think Mike and Candace would probably be a better match because I actually like Mike's wife. And while she started with the screaming and all that good stuff, she's at the end of her rope. And why she's still with this guy is just that's her own, right? Where she just doesn't think she's good enough to get anybody better than this. She could probably benefit from some therapy or a 12-step course, you know, a 12-step program rather. It would probably be in her best interest because she really does seem like a nice and sincere person who could really be a good person. She needs to work on herself to understand that she can do better than Mike. But Candace and Mike, they seem really, really suited to each other, man. You know, they're ready to have a few pole dancers themselves. Yeah, I want you to stay out of her life.
Yeah, I want to be your life. You took her away from me. I see her.
You took her away from me.
Years.
Candace.
Hi, Maury.
Candace.
You ever had sex with this guy?
You're nothing but a little.
She's a little.
You ever had sex with him?
No, I've never had.
Not that she can recall.
I've never had sex with him. He's dirty. He's nasty. Stay away from her. I want you out of her life. I want
Who the fuck are you?
her to come with me.
Hi. Hey, everybody.
Candace.
My name's Candace. Maury, would you put my 800 number up there for me, please? Just in case there's any potential dates out there.
Y'all.
I'm in Stanford for the next 24 hours.
Haven't seen each other in 2 years, right?
No, I haven't seen her in 2 years. It's like she's changed completely since he got
Of course,
in her life.
yeah.
And I want her back.
All right.
Maybe she don't like hanging out.
Because she's become obsessed with him. So
knows that.
yeah, he's taken over everything. He's replaced her drugs. He is now her drug. So and that's why she's out of Candace's life. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
I'm here for you, Riley. I've always been here for you.
Come on,
You know
Riley.
that.
Get
Never had any
together,
sexual
girl.
activity with Mike, right?
No.
No, I would never have anything to
Other than just like showing him my no. But I showed that to everybody as Mike stipulated.
do with him. He's gross to me. He's disgusting.
Gross. I bet this woman has woken up next to a few gross people, man. I'm just gonna guess.
Sex with all types of dudes.
Oh, yeah, right.
Candace,
Quit
thank
turning
you.
it around on me because this is about you.
It's true. She's right about that. This isn't about me. This is about you. You're a piece of shit. That's it, Mike.
It is about me and my wife. Something that you need to not be a part of. You need to
Stop it.
people you had here for 2 years.
I don't need nobody interfering with this and putting her in her head and reminding her what a piece of shit I am. I do that all on my own. But, it's really, really hard to manipulate her and get her to keep paying my bills and and making me babies and cooking my food when you people over there are saying, don't be with him. He's a piece of shit. It's really hard. Now stop it.
That's the way it needs to stay.
Okay.
Shut up.
So you think? So
You like my
Mike's
haircut?
cheating on Riley?
Oh, hell
You
yeah.
also, do you think he's using again?
Yeah, for sure
Oh,
he is. Why is he sleeping in the car? Look
Here-
at your face. You don't even look the same when
And she's right about that. He's This is not going to go well for Mike. And I know why he's here, because they say, well, why would I come here if I was just going to lie? Well, because you're taking a shot. You got nothing to lose. She's going to kick your ass out either way, right? So you might as well come, maybe I'll pass it. Maybe I'm enough of a sociopath to get a passing grade on the test. Who knows?
I first met you.
As George Costanza once said, Jerry, it's not a lie if you really believe it.
Dude, you're ugly now.
You're ugly now. Oh, obviously, she doesn't see the pretty haircut.
Okay. Here are the
Go
lie
ahead.
detector
Here they
results.
are. Let's hear
During
it.
your relationship with Riley, have you ever slept with her friend Candace?
Never.
You said no. The lie detector test determined you're telling the truth.
And that's what a skank Candace is, that even Mike won't f her.
Told you. Told you.
Did you sleep with a woman that stayed with you at the sober house? You said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
The one that understood him so well.
Steal the iPad in order to sell it for drugs. You said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
This is his 5-year-old niece's iPad.
Detector administrator that you did.
I never slept with that girl.
I never said, honey. Now, at all this, I never slept with her. I did steal everything, and I am using drugs. But the girl at the sober house. I love how incredulous these guys get, right? Like, I can't believe this.
Why would you do this?
I never cheated on her.
Oh, come on.
We did 6 shots on him.
6. They did six times they did this. 6 times they tested this fucking guy.
Because we had to isolate the stealing with the drugs.
Right.
And the cheating.
Right.
And he failed in all categories.
All categories. This guy is a piece of shit all the way around. That's Ralph. I love Ralph too. Ralph, he's failed everything. This guy, if he tells you the sky is blue, stick your head out the fucking window and take a look before you believe him.
Cheating, drugs, and stealing.
Cheating, drugs, and stealing. The big 3. Anyway.
Why would you lie to me?
Why did you lie to me? I didn't lie. Like, why did you lie? He's been lying to her since day one. And this poor girl, and you can see her taking him back again. He's going to weasel his way back in, right? He'll go to a 12-step program for a couple of weeks, maybe a couple months even, and he'll swear he's back on track, right? And by the way, he'll be fucking somebody in that 12-step program, somebody, akin to him. And this is the way it's going to go. And hopefully this girl, because again, she seems like a really nice person. She really does. She wants to be loved. We all want to be loved. But you need to be okay with yourself before you go out and find somebody else to love. You don't even know what you're giving this person. You're out there. If you don't care for yourself, then you're giving a person you don't like to somebody else. And what do you think you're going to get back? You're going to get the same back. You know, you get what you give in life. If you want a better relationship, you have to become a better person. If you sit there and you say to yourself, like, I keep attracting these horrible, horrible people, you have to start looking at the common denominator. And the common denominator is you, because that is life. People say opposites attract. That's not true. In life, listen, she's a giver. He's a taker. He is a taker. She's codependent. She needs to give. And she thinks if she gives enough, if she just gives just enough, that he'll stop cheating, he'll stop lying, he'll stop stealing. And that's not the case. He will use her up until she's done, and then he'll move on to the next one, like the parasite that he is. Because that's what parasites do. They don't know any different. A leech will cling on to you, and if you die, it will fall off and it will find another host. That's what parasites do. And that's what he is. And he'll tell her anything she needs to hear in order to get back in there. And it's not about sex anymore or anything like that. She takes care of this guy. I guarantee it. He goes out on a 3 or 4 day bender, right? He's on a run. He comes back. She feeds him. She bathes him. She yells at him. Yeah, he's got to put up with that part of it, but he's willing to. That's the price he's got to pay, right? That's the book, Price Tags, right? It's about the prices we pay for the things we're willing to do. I could tie everything we do back to this because that's my belief. Like, everything comes at a price. He's willing to pay that price. He'll listen to her and moaning about it and everything. It's not going to make him change. The only thing she can do is cut him loose. Work on herself, find out who she is, do some really good, positive, paradigm-shifting work. Stephen Covey again, love you, God rest your soul. But listen, it's all she can do is to get herself better. Worry about her children. I think she says she had 2 kids with this guy. This is their father. This is the model that he sent. He didn't give a fuck about her, doesn't give a fuck about the kids, doesn't give a fuck about anything but himself. And that's the disease of addiction. It's the most self-centered thing in the world. And I've had people say, "Oh, how you call me?" Yeah. And I say it about myself. Listen, my ex-wife got to a point where she's sleeping with the ATM card under her pillow. Couldn't pay the mortgage. You know, when I stopped using, we were 3 months behind on everything, and I didn't care. Like, I didn't care. I talk about these things from experience. This is my experience with it. And it wasn't until I did some real deep work on myself, became accountable for my life, and understood that I did these things because I made really poor choices. I made really poor decisions, and I did things that only concerned me, and the only person I cared about was me. And until that changed, nothing changed. So listen, this is the Trash TV review. We've been reviewing Trash TV. I say have a great week. My name is Dwight Gillespie. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, do all that good stuff. Go check out our other channel, which is the Change Your Life, right? It's here on YouTube. You can check it out. It's about how to avoid these things in the first place, and how to live a better life without having to go through the pain and misery, and how not to have to lead a mediocre life. And so many people do. They exist and they don't live, and that's no way to go through life. And we can teach you how to live a better life, right? So come on by, check it out, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I say have a great week. Be well. My name is Dwight Gillespie. We'll see you next time on the other side. Bye.